Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching Wednesday, Season 2, Episode 3.
Call of the WOE.
I just enjoy this show.
Yeah.
It's so silly. I'm only kind of keeping on top of the plot.
We don't know anything yet.
Nothing's yeah. So she's still trying to investigate what happened with Galpin.
Yeah.
And she found...
Well, okay. She her little protege, Agnes, was able to get some stuff out of Galpin's house before the cops went through. And so she gave her the box as like a show of not even good faith. Just she said she wanted to over deliver on her first mission. And Wednesday was like, you're being a sycophant and it makes me
it makes me hate you. I'll never accept you. Good. Thanks for all the help.
So they were, and then she was like listening. She also, there's a shapeshifter that's like sort of with her as well with Agnes.
That's how they got into his phone.
That's how they got into Galpin's phone. And she listened to the Bradbury guy's voicemail that said he like hid stuff at the bullpen. And Wednesday was like, well, he hasn't been a cop in a long time, so it can't be at the sheriff's station. And then the second thing she picked up in the box was a picture of a cabin. And then on the back it said the bullpen. So it was a little easy.
She was like, I need an address for a second location. And then there was a postcard of a second location with the address.
Yeah.
And you were like, that was a freebie.
That was a freebie. So it's fine. Like, it's fine. So anyway, in the meanwhile, the whole school is planning this camping trip at Camp Jericho. And so Wednesday decides she's going to go with because where the bullpen is like right next to where the camp is. Mm-hmm. So they're all going.
A spectacular camping ground.
It was really cool. It actually, it felt very Harry Potter.
Oh, the whole show has.
The fourth Harry Potter.
I love it.
So it was really cute. Everybody's tents were kind of like coordinated to their personalities.
You laughed out loud when we about halfway through when we got a look at Wednesday's tent because the camera really lingered on Morticia and Gomez because they tag along because of course. And theirs is really like ostentatious and like, but when they show Wednesdays, it's just black and white and just off to the side enough for show.
Yeah.
Just
like 30 feet off of like, and just by itself and just a little, like one little kind of like circus tent shaped thing.
It's also far too tall for how wide it is.
For sure. In the meanwhile, they get a bunch of like Boy Scouts or Phoenix Scouts arrive. Led by Anthony Michael Hall.
Again, doing the most.
Doing so much. I feel like him and Steve Buscemi were like...
This is such a fun Steve Buscemi performance.
It really is. Basically, the Phoenix Scouts are like, well, we had it reserved first. And so they end up deciding to do like a competition. So it's very like the episode with the Poe Cup in season 1, where Wednesday ends up having to like get involved in order to be able to stay so she can go investigate this cabin. And they end up playing or doing a color war, kind of like capture the flag. And that's the thing that always like bothers me and stuff like this, where some adult will say by any means necessary. And I'm like, I feel like you want these kids to murder each other.
Some means shouldn't be necessary.
Yeah.
By an appropriate amount of means.
No death or dismemberment. How about that?
Keep it at around a 6 on the necessary scale.
So anyway, it ends up being actually like pretty cool because they're with the weapons and like protective gear that the scouts have, they're able to actually present a pretty even front with the Nevermore kids. Yeah. But obviously Wednesday wins in the end and it's pretty great. At first I thought she was trying to shoot the kid and I was like, Jesus Christ. But then it was like not a grappling hook, but it like latched into the thing and she like zip lined across and kicked him unconscious. He was unconscious and then they did their egg. And so it ended up being that the outcasts won so she could stay. And she ended up at the cabin where she found a murder board, which was basically either Galpin or the Bradbury guy or both were keeping like a log of all of the obituaries of outcasts
who have been
that died at Willow Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then something that's at Lois.
Mm-hmm.
And that's unclear.
And she took all that with her.
And she took all of it with her because she was recreating the murder board in her room at the end. Mm-hmm. So,
but in the meantime, Kristen's favorite subplot ever.
Okay, before we get into it and why I don't like it, what I'll say about this season is it's not feeling quite as electric to me as season 1 did, and it could just be that standard like sophomore season kind of thing where it's like I wasn't expecting season 1 and it was so good, and now I'm expecting season 1 and it's different. I think part of the issue is that we're having more Morticia and Gomez, which I love because I love Catherine Zeta-Jones and Luis Guzman, but we are spreading a little thin. And so it's like, blessedly in this episode, the slurp story ended-ish, but yuck. So he's like growing back his brain. I guess he came back of his own accord
Volition,
to the bee house, and he's growing back his brain. Pugsley is still super into it, and Eugene is like, we have to tell someone. Like he clearly, and like they don't know he ate a person, so Pugsley is still like, it's the mystery meat, and it's like, no, it was the driver's ed teacher's brain. So he ends up having to take him on the camping trip because if they leave him at the school, he'll end up getting loose again. And so he's like in a coffin, and he ends up getting out again because the scoutmaster ends up in the tent and he eats Anthony Michael Hall's head.
He also has this horrible tongue.
Yeah.
That you missed. God. You missed the first time because he did it with the boys in like the cabin thing, and he did it to Eugene, and you happened to be looking down. And I almost drew your attention to it, but I was like, she doesn't need this in her life.
And then he licked Gomez in the shower.
And you were like,
it's a no for me.
So the thing for me with this, we'll have to see what the reception has been. I've purposefully not been, like, I've been avoiding it because I don't want spoilers. Yeah.
I don't think it's bad.
No. I don't know that it's necessarily evergreen, but I think the Addams Family just lends itself to, it's a means to an end.
Yeah.
It's a reason to do catty. Like there was a point in like halfway through the episode where Gomez was saying something was disgusting instead of beautiful, and I was like, "Cause see, it's the opposite of what you think it's gonna be."
No, it was Wednesday where Dort was like, most people would have FOMO, and she says, "I have phobia, fear of being included."
It's just funny, and also just counterculture, like doing the opposite of what is typical or expected or popular. It's like a funhouse version of Harry Potter. And so I think that alone gives it legs, gives it like staying power in life. And so for me, it's just fun.
Yeah.
I just enjoy being in the like cattywampus world of it all.
Yeah. It's cute.
And I ended up liking, I ended up liking the scouts.
Yeah.
Because the boys were kind of.
Okay. So yes. So that's one of the other minor things that we sort of got done with in this episode is that Ajax finally confronted Enid, where I was like, dude, take a hint. She's obviously moved on to again, it's shitty that she just didn't
break up with him.
She didn't like officially break up with him. And so he was like, what the hell, you know? And she was like, I'm really sorry. I like didn't expect things with Bruno to like escalate so quickly. And I just didn't, like whatever. And
she had a breakthrough last season.
100%. She was like, I'm not that same girl that I was. And he was like, well, I liked her. And it's like, well, she's gone. So you're up a creek a little. And so he like went one direction and Enid went the other direction. And then you see that like the like bushes stand up and it's the scouts in like camo. And they're like, kind of feel bad for that Gorgon. And that was really, really, really cute.
I just like the notion that they're actually like good boys.
Yeah.
And the scout leader is the one sort of like browbeating them into this like machismo.
It's kind of like the Pawnee Goddesses episode of Parks and Rec. I thought it was a really well-rounded little thing.
Vignette.
And then Bianca has seemingly rescued her mother from the religious cult scam that she was running because
although he's on the loose though.
He's on the loose, but it's like they're raiding the compound. And I presume that either like the siren song finally fully wore off or whatever because they realized now that they were just stealing money. And so she's glamored the front desk person. That room 302 is
apple
not to
cider
be,
inn or something.
Yeah, it was cute though. Yeah, but that it's like not to be disturbed and don't like you never saw me kind of thing. So we'll see about that. I kind of am glad they picked that plot back up. I'm a little interested in it. Morticia has also called her mother, so we'll see if that happens in the next episode.
I feel like, well, I don't know. We've got one more episode.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think we're not going to get the Lady Gaga tease. I still think the cloaked person is something different.
It is.
You said it was Agnes.
Well, I don't think this cloaked person is the same as the one with the mask.
Okay.
I think Agnes did everything in the last episode.
You like Agnes?
Yes.
We were watching this and I was like, I feel like she needs another layer. Like, I feel like she needs
a lot.
She needs a modicum of approval from Wednesday. Sure. She's only going to get a modicum, but she needs that. And then she needs a second thing.
Yeah.
But I do like her. I think Evie is, she's beautiful. She's such a pretty.
She's got such good eyes, good big eyes.
And she's pulling through.
Yeah. I have a off the wall kind of prediction about who the avian is. I think it's Billie Piper.
Okay.
Because she's singing a lot and she's like the music teacher.
I figured the singing was something and she sang with Morticia.
Yeah.
Bad Moon Rising.
So good. And then at the end we had an orchestral version of Losing My Religion by Aria. Thumbs up.
We did have Thandiwe Newton back.
Yes.
There's something going on.
It's also Fair Burn. I think I was calling her Fair Banks last week or last episode.
There's something going on with her because I still think it's possible that she could be the avian and that was a misdirect, having Wednesday say it directly to her.
And she did say, we have no avian patients at Willow Hill. And you were like, what about a doctor?
Because we also, the avian is the person controlling the one-eyed crow, which was
crows.
But the one-eyed crow was like in this episode as well, and we still are not sure if that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, they killed
probably 2 people, so
it's probably a villain.
Also, the crow is related to her vision of Enid dying, which that is, I think, the last like major plot of this episode is. She sneaks into the cottage to try to get Goody Adams' book back, and Morticia can like hear or sense her upstairs, and they confront each other, and they're basically fighting the whole time because she's like, "I need it back," and Morticia's like, "Absolutely not! Like it's gonna harm you." And she still is not. She can't get her visions because she's like tapped herself out basically. And so while they're all camping,
see, for me, this is. I see what you mean about how everything's just spread a little too thin.
Yeah, we've got just too many plots going.
I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think the fact that we're 3 episodes into a 4-episode run and we know this break is coming is the element that's making it a little bit like...
I agree.
I'm still having fun.
Yeah, of course.
I'm still probably going to enjoy.
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of show that I would like to believe has a good 5 seasons in it.
I think we're going to be lucky if we get 4.
Really?
3 is already greenlit, but I think we'll be lucky if we go 4. Also, Jenna Ortega is not getting less famous.
I was going to say it's just such a big production is the problem, that I know how massive it is.
Yeah. So Wednesday challenges Morticia to a duel, a blind duel. So they go.
It was gorgeous.
It was so cool. They've got glass hearts. They put on different outfits, which were both incredible. And they have Wednesday has a white or like a clear glass heart. And Morticia has a red one, and whoever breaks the other's glass heart first wins. Pierces it.
I was a little underwhelmed, specifically with the writing of the Color War. I thought that could have been written better. It could have been a stronger action sequence.
Sure.
And then when we were watching
enough different things.
It wasn't, I thought it was going to be more of the episode than it was.
Yeah.
And so then when we cut to the duel, I was like, oh, this is where all of the focus went. Because it was like a beautifully choreographed and
a
like,
really
shot.
good tableau. And it was like at night and they had like fire basins like all around. And so Wednesday said, if I win, you give me back the book. And Morticia said, if I win, I burn it. And Morticia won.
Mhm.
So I think we're going to be done with Goody's book. And that's the thing where I'm like, we just need Ophelia. Like, that's been the tease the whole time. We just need Ophelia.
And is that where we think that's what we think Gaga's going to be?
That's what I think
Gaga's going to be.
Yeah.
That's the other part where it's like, I'm having fun. Like I'm enjoying the guessing game of it all. But I think that is also another place where we're spread a little thin is the promise / threat of Gaga.
Well, and also Joanna Lumley. We're 3 episodes without Joanna Lumley. So it is kind of like you promised a
lot of things.
2 titans of their industries and have delivered neither so far. So
also, Slurp was detained and put in, what's it called?
Well, I think he was put in Willow Hill, but then when we got there, it was Christina Ricci.
Mm-hmm.
So now maybe both, but I don't know. So, yeah.
So she's back in play.
Yep. Which I like.
I kind of wanted to see Enid's zebra print bathing suit.
Well, we didn't see her wear it, but like Agnes held up the one part of it.
I'm waiting. Well, I guess are they back from camping?
It was supposed to only be an overnight thing. Yeah. So yeah, I assume
they were talking about like who planned an overnight camping trip on a full moon. Yeah. I kind of wanted to see Enid and Bruno wolf out.
Yeah.
Because I remember Enid's wolf was like cool.
It was cool.
Didn't she have like pink and blue
highlights? She did, yeah. It was fun. But yeah, that's basically it. Pretty good. Like I said, I am still enjoying it. I just there are, I think, either growing pains.
You said where there's not that electricity.
Or yeah.
But that's why I keep emphasizing fun.
It's super fun. It's definitely still super fun. So. And I'm glad that we are hopefully blessedly done with Slurp. And Pugsley can do something else.
I wouldn't count those chickens yet, but
if I can have a break from Slurp till September, I'll be okay.
So, bye. So I'm actually going to show you Thing's apartment first.
Oh, right.
Because it's not that I expected more from it. It's cute. I'm definitely going to get it. But so
oh no! It's like a little trunk, and it's got the little door and everything.
And it's a buildable thing.
I mean, that's my least favorite part of it, to be honest.
The inside?
No. The
buildable thing.
Hand, yeah.
So it's got a little bubble bath hot tub, and it has nail polish for him and a pin for him.
And then it's got a little mini
Enid
and a mini thing.
Oh, look at his nails for him to add the painted nails. I need it yesterday. Look, a little ring.
So silly. He did put on a little signet ring, I think in episode 2, maybe. Yeah, that is darling. It's called New Moon, so it's Enid's nail polish.
Now that I give it a second look, maybe this is the better one. I don't know. Oh, look at his little bed.
I love it.
And then
you said Morticia's Cottage.
We in the foyer at my parents' house, we've started doing little seasonal displays.
Cute.
And the Christmas one's the biggest one.
Yeah.
But I'm going all out for Halloween this year.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting Morticia's Cottage, but
okay, it's adorable. And the car, too? Uh-huh. It's a little Bianca.
Bianca, Morticia, Wednesday, and Lurch.
Oh, my God.
But it, opens up.
Pieces, yeah.
Look at all the stained glass windows. Yeah. There's a seance room.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, the cottage is cool, but I do think house is a little better.
I was thinking I was doing the reverse. I was thinking you were gonna like this better, but now it's just so cute. That's just such cute. And the colors are so good.
I think if it was a little bit more exact from the show, like if it had the like pink,
it's $90. They were trying to keep it under $100, and it's like a fully enclosed, like a full back. It's not even dollhouse style. That's crazy. That is so cute.
It is really cute still, though.
Both.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Why not both?